EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys mired in a long losing streak, 8 losses in their last 9 games. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
Okay, and ready? No excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Tate. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get it! Viking 18! Ready?
Looking to throw. Campbell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wind to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Looking to put a drive together. Andy Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
At the 23-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing, Dalton. in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Dalton off play action. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tate, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Steelers at 2-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They felt they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step. Aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Tate. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
1st down, Steelers.
On the set.
We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Campbell. Pass incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10.
Pack the 60.
Looking to throw. Campbell. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Okay, break.
At the 15-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. Campbell. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go now on first and goal.
Get it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A little juke. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
11 more on that one and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now to the air, Dalton. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. The tight end in motion right. Here's Dalton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with a fullback throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Slater on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to Myers, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on Carolina. And it's the Carolina defense, worst in the NFL last year, but coming up with a huge play here. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here's the Rams wideout. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. It's a catch and run of 86 yards. Touchdown. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Eagles. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Cowboys win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late-season byes. Meanwhile, in our game, each team's been able to manage just 1 touchdown, 7-7 tied at the half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move. Nice run. Winds up getting about 6.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates. Why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now Dalton. That's caught by Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19, Tiger.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw here, Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. You will continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Dalton to throw. pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26.
So Dalton now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Hiking 18.
Play action now, Dalton. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
At the 5-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So now the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard pickup.
They run the counter. It's Tate.
Number 22, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Campbell from the gun on third down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Cowboy 80.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
60.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Liking 18.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
3rd and 16.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.